All right. That is the end of our formal agenda. At this point, I need to ask for a motion to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor of suspending the rules, say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Any abstentions? At this point, I will turn it over to City Attorney Paul Flowers. Ed, if you would move your microphone in.
You have been presented today with a drafted settlement agreement and general release that has been recommended for your approval both by me and by the TML attorney who is representing the city in the case that was filed by a former employee, Sandra Dempsey. We mediated this case and were able to reach an agreement with Ms. Dempsey. It was an agreement in principle, obviously, since you would have to approve any settlement on this case. And so what you have is not only the proposed settlement agreement, but also a resolution for you to approve that settlement agreement.
So the resolution is a resolution approving the settlement agreement and general release. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any citizens who wish to comment on this issue?
Call for question.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? I'm going to ask for your forbearance for a moment. I have a statement that I would like to read to the commission and ask for action at the end. And I want my words to be precise, so I will read it from a prepared text. I do want to address a very serious matter with the commission and the citizens of Mt.Juliet. As you've just heard, we'll be approving this settlement agreement, which includes our welcoming Ms. Dempsey back to employment with the city on June 1st. On whether or not her transfer from Public Works to the Parks Department was warranted, I offer no opinion because I was not involved in events leading up to that decision. What I can speak to is that once a decision was made to move her to another department, a decision solely within the authority of the city manager, the legal problem arose that has caused another position to be made available to her and resulted in a $47,000 settlement payment, of which about $35,000 is from the taxpayers of Mt.Juliet. Since that time, various allegations have arisen regarding the work environment in Public Works and the actions of Hatton Wright. The city manager has chosen to either ignore those issues or has determined, in his sole judgment, that no action was warranted. Although I have not yet been briefed on the specifics, I'm told that Ms. Dempsey raised new and perhaps credible allegations during Friday's mediation. Given that, and that even more allegations have been raised by an employee who was not a city employee during Ms. Dempsey's prior service, I am concerned. We must have a thorough and complete investigation of these allegations to make an independent analysis of the situation in the Public Works Department. To the employees of Public Works, I say this: please go about your jobs in a professional manner during this time of uncertainty. Each of you has a duty to the city, to this commission, and more importantly to the citizens of Mt.Juliet to give your very best efforts each and every day. An investigation of the events occurring in your department will get underway shortly. Many, and hopefully all of you, will be asked to have a private conversation with the investigator. I encourage you to be open and honest with the investigator. We cannot fix whatever is going on in your department if you will not tell an investigator about it. If there is no problem, then that will be announced and things will return to normal. If there is a problem, it will be fixed. Everyone who works for the city should know, without having to be told, that this commission will not tolerate inappropriate workplace behavior. But I'll say it anyway. This commission, and I personally, will not tolerate inappropriate workplace behavior. That means that vulgar emails have no place in our offices. That means that cursing has no place in our offices. That means that physical or verbal abuse has no place in our offices. It will not be tolerated. Neither will anyone, regardless of position, attempting to intimidate or bully anyone else into not cooperating with the investigation that is coming. Given a lack of action on past complaints, and putting it bluntly, I have no faith in Mr. Shearer's ability or willingness to oversee such a thorough and unbiased investigation. Thus, I ask the Commission to appoint the City Attorney as the official in charge of overseeing this investigation. For legal reasons to go into here, it is not wise for the City Attorney to do the investigation herself. She will either need to select a current employee or hire an experienced outside independent investigator who will report directly to her. With that, I make a motion that the City Commission direct the City Attorney to oversee the investigation of recent complaints concerning the atmosphere and the environment in the Public Works Department and employees who are being subjected to, and to report the findings directly back to the City Commission. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any citizens who wish to comment? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? With that, we stand adjourned.